A protege. A protege needs a mentor. A mentor needs a protege. As we learn and understand that a protege builds and learns and is supported by the wisdom, knowledge, and experience of a mentor. A mentor thrives on the experience and being able to support that protege by giving them and helping them with their goals and what they wish to achieve. In my life, I recall how when I started in the human service industry, I was a protege. Our mentor, our mentor was a pioneer in the field of mental health and child welfare. He had pioneered and paved the way working with one of the most renowned clinical psychologists at the time, Salvador Minuchin, who was the innovator of family structural therapy. This mentor helped build and set up enriched structural family therapy. As his mentee, and he as my mentor, he took his time and patiently provided us with the skills we needed to get the job done. You see, back in those times, we dealt with the toughest and the most difficult to manage youth. And as you can imagine, their families as well. Our mentor helped us to make sure that we were equipped with the proper communication intervention skills on a daily basis to be able to go out and manage and handle these youth out in the field. He always wanted to know what was our goal. What did we wish to achieve and what did we need work on? He was very patient, and the training was vigorous. I can recall how we literally kind of were afraid to come to Monday staff meetings. It was in those Monday staff meetings that he believed in role play. Man, I mean, you think table topics is a thing. We would come to training and he would just call you up. And from right there, he would give you a scenario. And we would walk through that scenario with the skills and with the things that he equipped us with to go on and to be able to address. Now, these were family strengthening skills and they were communication intervention skills. We were not hands-on people. We didn't restrain kids or things like that, but merely with the words that we spoke and how we communicated with them, we utilized that as our tools, as our means to help them process tough and challenging situations. So many times, especially during times when we had our conference meetings, that he would sit there and ask us, what were our challenges? What were we going through? Not just with the families and the kids, but in our own lives. See, another factor was that he led us in what was referred to as a parallel process. That parallel process meant that as we were working with the children and with the families, we were also working on ourselves. And that took his mentorship to another level because as mentees, as proteges, we ended up getting our own stuff worked on. So many times we were encouraged. Many times he asked about our families as we were working with our clients and our consumers. So what happened as we became more rounded in our own individual lives as we served our families that we were contracted to be with. He passed away a few years ago. And in his passing and at his memorial service, you saw lots and lots of his former proteges there. Many of them had started their own agencies and services to the community and individuals. So me as a protege of him as a mentor, I could see how it strengthened and encouraged me, and it literally set a tone and a pace for where I am now. It is because of his tutelage that me as a protege, I felt encouraged and I felt capable of pressing on and moving in to achieving and acquiring my master's in social work. So as a protege and a mentor, the two work together hand in hand to accomplish goals. Who's your protege? Who were you a protege of? Who was your mentor? What were the key elements that you can look back and say, I am here because of how they encouraged me to reach my goals?